Our topic was Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and Corbin was in charge of researching the symptoms and disease treatment. Jack was in charge of researching the impact of the disease on livestock animals. Ricky needed to find the prevalence of the disease, and myself, Canyon, needed to describe the condition in layman terms as well as being able to connect it to what we had learned in class. EDS is a genetic mutation that causes extremely weak skin and ligaments. It also causes discomfort, pain, and weakness in the animal. It's really common in humans, but can also be found in small animals like dogs and cats. But our specific goal was to find it in livestock animals and in cattle. EDS causes defective collagen synthesis. So basically, collagen isn't being made, or it is, and it's not being used properly. Um, they accumulate procollagen, which assembles in a ribbon-like fibril, and it's not as strong or structurally sound as regular collagen that we use normally. It's a genetic mutation, um, so we can't really do anything about it once it's already happening, once the animal's already born. But the collagen defect can cause skin hyperextensibility, so basically it just stretches abnormally. Fragile and tearing in the skin, so a simple paper cut can end up being a real problem. Atrophic scarring, so all scars when they do heal, they're still extremely weak and they can open just as bad as a normal uh, cut. And it's inherited. Holsteins, Belgian Blues, Charolais, Herefords, Simmentals, and Limousines are the most common breeds that it's been found in, although it has been found in a few more. There is no treatment. Like I said, it's genetic. So once you have it, you have it. And we can prevent this in the future by just doing genetic testing and understanding that we shouldn't be breeding animals with EDS. So just future prevention, but there's no current solutions to this problem. Like I said, it's very rare and there hasn't been much reported on it. There's not a lot of funding for this, as you might be able to guess. Um, Although we do know that it is recessive, so both parents need to have it in order for the child to have it. Um, but the mutation has been found in multiple different breeds, so it's hard to just pinpoint it to one thing. Um, there are multiple different versions of EDS. Each one can be worse in its own specific way. Like in humans, one form causes extreme headaches, and another doesn't. It actually is pretty rare to have headaches, but the pain is much worse, like in your joints and in your ligaments, compared to the one where you would have headaches. So each one has its pros and cons, if you want to look at it that way, but everybody's going to have weaker skin. Everybody is going to have the weaker joints and ligaments and will find some form of discomfort. In terms of animal well-being, it's really hard for them to walk around in general. So basic things like getting water, getting food is extremely difficult. And if you want to think of it in a production sense, it can't walk on the truck and it can't walk through the production line. And that just causes more problems and inefficiencies. In summary, it's not a good thing for animals to have, obviously. It's a genetic mutation that's affecting collagen production and usage. And once that happens, there's really no going back. Minor things like simple fence cuts can be fatal. The infection will be way worse than it would be for a normal calf. Movement and efficiency of production for these animals plummets. And the thing we can do to best prevent it is just to not use them for breed production in the future.